Good morning, students. Welcome to the MOOCs class, and we already dealt with the part 1 for conceptual understandings of operations research. Now, let us move to the remaining topics. And yes, now moving to the transportation problem. The steps involved in solving a transportation problem are to check whether the given problem is of standard type or not, to check whether the given problem is balanced or not. A standard type means the objective function should be a minimizer function, and to check whether the given problem is balanced or not, we have to look for the total supply and total demand. If both are equal, then it is balanced. If they are not equal, then it is unbalanced. Then we have to add a dummy row or a dummy column with 0 elements in it. Then moving to the third step, to find the initial basic feasible solution, the methods used are northwest corner method, row minima, column minima, least cost method, and Vogel's approximation method. Now, moving to northwest corner method. In this method, we will allocate value in the northwestmost corner of the available cells. Then the allocated value will be that of either demand and supply of the corresponding row and column, and this value should be minimum. Then moving to row minima. Here the allocation first starts with the first row. The cell containing least cost or the maximum profit will be selected for allocation. The allocated value will be that of either demand and supply of the corresponding row and column, and this value should be minimum of both the demand and supply. The allocations for the particular row continues until the supply of that row becomes 0. Then moving to column minima. Here the allocation first starts with the first column. The cell containing least cost or the maximum profit will be selected for allocation. The allocated value will be that of either demand and supply, either of these, which is minimum of the corresponding row and column. The allocation for the particular column continues until the demand of that column becomes 0. The process continues until all the demands and supplies becomes 0. Then moving to the fourth method, it is least cost method. We will allocate value in the least cost cell of the available cells. The allocated value will be that of either demand and supply of the corresponding row and column, and this should be minimum. The process continues until all the demands and supplies becomes 0. Then moving to the fifth one, Vogel's approximation method. It is also called as the penalty method. The penalty for a given row or column is equal to the difference between the cost of cells having least 2 transportation costs. Then choosing the highest penalty among all those for both row and column, choose the cell containing least cost or the maximum profit and allocate the value. The allocated value will be that of either demand and supply of the corresponding row and column, and the process continues until all the demands and supplies becomes 0. Then moving to MODI or the modified distribution method. It is also called as UV method for optimality test. Here the steps involved are finding out whether it is non-degenerate. For this, we have to check whether the number of allocations should be greater than or equal to m plus n minus 1, where m is the number of rows and n is the number of columns. Then allocation should be in independent positions. Allocation should be in such a way that by using them one cannot form a loop. Now, we have to conduct the optimality test. Here it involves 3 steps. The first one is cost matrix for the allocated cells. Here ui plus vj equal to xij, where xij is the transportation cost of the allocated cell and ui is the allocated value vertically and vj is allocated value horizontally, where ui plus vj matrix for the unallocated cells. This is the second step. Allocate ui plus vj values in the corresponding unallocated cells. Then the third step is CEM, cell equivalent matrix. Allocate values using Cij minus of ui plus vj for the unallocated cells and check whether all the allocated values are positive. If not, form a loop starting with the cell containing the n2 value with all the corners in the allocated cells. Give signs plus or minus alternatively to the corners. Then assign the allocated values of these corners in the initial basic feasible solution. Now, plus or minus the value because of which the loop has to be formed from these assigned values. Now, make use of these values for the allocation. Now, you get the second basic feasible solution. Here is a note: if in step 3 all the values are positive, then the IBFS or the initial basic feasible solution is the optimal solution. If not, then the second feasible solution should be tested for the optimality. Then moving to the sensitivity analysis for transportation problem. It involves the investigation with regards to any changes in parameters. There are 4 types of changes. The first one is change in the allocated cells. The change Cij value will be ui plus Vj minus Cij. To remain optimal, change Cij should always be less than or equal to 0. Find this for all the unallocated cells. In case of change in the unallocated cells, the change Cij equal to ui plus Vj minus Cij. Here it is simple. To remain optimal, change Cij is less than or equal to 0. No need to find out the values for all the unallocated cells. Then moving to the change in the supply and demand of the allocated cells, simply add the change to the allocated value. Then change in the supply and demand of the unallocated cells. Here form a loop starting with the corresponding cell with all the corners in the allocated cells and assign positive and negative values alternatively and do the calculation with the change in demand and supply. Then moving to assignment problem. Here each employee is assigned with only one job. So, the assignment problem has square matrix, where in case of transportation we have rectangular matrix. We can make use of transportation problem for solving this by making all the dimensions supplies equal to 1 while solving in Torah. Then moving to the method used, Hungarian method. Here we do row reduction and column reduction until each row and column is assigned with a 0, and the allocation is identify the rows which have only one 0 in it, assign that 0. It will lead to cancellation of zeros in that row and in that column. Continue the procedure until no further allocation is possible. Marking method for optimality for an assignment problem. Mark the row which is unassigned. Now, mark the column in which the unassigned 0 exists. Now, mark the row of the assigned 0 in the above column. Repeat the procedure till no further marking is possible. If the assignment is not possible, further reduction is to be done. Thank you.